Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. It's another beautiful day. Feels fairly warm out here. Don't really feel much wind or anything. Hey, there's a squirrel. I might need to use my hoe around here a little bit more. I've got it pretty well cleared though. Sometime this month my brother's going to help me put up my other bed over here. If I put about the same amount, at least 6 foot in between them, that'd be about right here, and it would go to about right here. I don't know if I could fit another one here in the future because this goes up here, but I think 3 is going to be plenty. Last year, 2 was good, but I had it too crowded for what I wanted to grow. Although it did well, it was just too crowded. It could have done even better. So this year I'm going to concentrate on having plenty of room in between them, especially things like zucchini. It really spreads out. It's really big. I think everything will do good. The 14th, I'm going to start my seeds for the things I'm going to be growing from, and to get ready to transplant. A lot of it I'll just be able to plant seeds out here, and it does fine. What I like about planting seeds though out here is it doesn't have to be brought outside back and forth to get it acclimated to the full sun. When they grow out here, they seem to do it, they naturally do it all on their own. You don't have to bring them back and forth or anything. But I am going to definitely start the peppers. I'm just going to have 2 kinds of bell peppers this year, just green, and I believe the other one I got was golden or something like that. They're both going to be Kentucky Wonders. I had like 5 different kinds of peppers last year. I had 3 different kinds of eggplant, but the eggplants that did the best was the Japanese version. It's amazing. I probably got, oh my goodness, 90 or 100 maybe over the whole summer and stuff. I gave a bunch of them away. We still got some frozen in there. I keep forgetting to do something with. Still got some green pepper frozen. I don't think we have anything else besides green pepper and eggplant frozen. But I'm excited. I can't wait to get started. The tomatoes that I started inside for practice to see how they would do did fantastic. If y'all remember when I showed them and everything, they did just great. The eggplant was kind of slow, so I don't know if it would be effective or not. I'll try some to see how they do inside. If they don't do well, I guess I might have to buy some. So I definitely want to have a successful crop of eggplant. We really like that. It's so good. Especially when I fix eggplant parmesan. That's our favorite with eggplants. I used them, I roasted some. I had roasted vegetables quite a bit. I'd like to grow carrots, but the rabbits just totally devoured them. The greens, they like, a lot. My hip's killing me this morning. Sometimes that happens. I did sleep pretty good though. I didn't sleep a whole lot of hours, but I didn't wake up. And Kitty didn't bother me. I slept from, it was 1:30 by the time I got done with my comments, replying to comments. And but I slept from 1:30 until 8 without getting up one time, which is very unusual. Usually I have to get up to pee if nothing else, over and over. But I didn't. And so I slept, and Kitty didn't even wake me up at 8. I woke up and I was just laying there, which I would have fallen back to sleep. But my doctor actually called me a little bit after 8. And I'm glad I had my phone left on. Usually I turn my phone off overnight. But I had it on because I've been filming Kitty when she's, you know, when she messes with me or just does some cute things in the morning. I've been doing shorts with her, so I had left it on. If I hadn't had it on, he might have left a message, but I wouldn't have got to talk to him. And basically he said I don't remember who said it, so I apologize for that. Someone was telling me more than likely he would say that it takes a while to get in your system and to start working. And that's what he said. He said something, I believe he said it could take up to 2 weeks before it actually starts doing what it's supposed to. I told him, you know, he had me on 10 milligram of lisinopril, and that wasn't enough. And then he put me on 20, and that didn't do anything. So I went up to 40 because I had the extra ones that he had given, you know, prescribed first. And he said that was fine. And to continue, he wasn't that alarmed. He said I'd be okay till I have my appointment at on the 15th. So he said that would be fine. That he's, you know, that I'll be okay. And he said if I can't breathe good, if I have shortness of breath, to call him back. But I haven't really. I told him I'd had a few headaches, but not severe, and that I took some Tylenol and it took care of it. But he said that if it's no better when I come in on the 15th, that he would probably leave the lisinopril at 40, but that he would double the amlodipine from 5 milligram to 10 milligram, and then go from there. He said he would get it under control, but that he was, you know, being careful about it and everything. He needs to get it under control before April 2nd, because that's when I go for my infusion, and they might not do it if my blood pressure's high, because there's been a couple times that it's been not real high, but they made me wait. You know, because when you're walking and stuff, when you come in and you walk all over to get there, your blood pressure's a little high, but they waited and checked it again, and it was like borderline. So they went ahead and did it, but I have a feeling they won't do it if it's like 170 over 100 or something like that. So I need to get it under control till then, so they don't delay my infusion, because I need those. That's what's made my condition better, is the infusions. Although they're super expensive. I haven't heard back from the insurance company yet. They're doing an investigation on why the hospital has charged me all this money all along. He said I shouldn't have owed anything. So let's just say, oh gosh, I guess because I have to walk slower, it's taking a little bit longer. My toe's killing me. My hip's killing me. My toe's almost double the size my little toe is on my left foot. So it may be broke. It's pretty, you know, swollen and hurts really bad. I can't wear my regular shoes. I'm wearing my house shoes. My regular shoes are a little bit tight, so that I couldn't stand it if I tried to wear them. Hey, there's a bee. Honeybee. All right, let's go in and have some coffee, everybody. All righty, got my coffee. And today's Tuesday, March 9th. That'll be 5 more days I can start my seeds. Currently it's 47 degrees, feels pretty good. High today's 65. All right. No precipitation. Humidity's 44%. There's no wind, and air quality's 46, and that's in the good range. I need 5 more questions for Ask My Tablet, so that shouldn't be a problem if y'all shoot me some questions there. You know, you make it possible whenever we can do that show. And it's a really good show. I wish there was more that would check it out, because I think you would like it. You know, you learn something from every show. And it's also funny and unpredictable, so it's a good show. Today, I will be doing the preview of the review. I'll be showing you the things that we'll be trying on Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews tomorrow. And I'm sure we'll have a good lineup. I know we have several things in there that everybody's going to want to see. I'll also show, you know, the nutrition facts, which I'm going to pay more attention to sodium and sugar. Those are the two things that I think I need to watch a little bit closer. I was proud of myself last night again. The reason I think I've gained all my weight that I have is because I eat too much late at night and sweets and stuff. Last night, what did I have? I know I had a rice cake. I don't think I had anything really sweet that much or anything. I don't remember having anything sweet. I mean, the rice cakes don't have hardly anything in them. But I think I had something else, but it wasn't anything, you know, bad or anything. So I didn't even eat any, you know, we have a bundt cake right now. I didn't even eat any of that. Usually I would have at least, you know, a dessert after dinner. But I didn't. I ate a good dinner, but I didn't eat a bunch of, you know, sweets or anything. That was my big problem late at night. Preview of the review. And that brings me to the thumbnail today is dinner last night, which was fantastic. I made the French fried onion mixed in with a breading mix, you know, for pork, and added some seasonings. And it was just as good as it was the last time. It was fantastic. And had mashed potatoes. And I like sour cream sometimes on my mashed potatoes. I didn't use any salt, which is I was doing all the time, especially for potatoes and stuff. I'd put salt on it. So we didn't have any salt because they were the Kroger brand mashed potatoes. I think it'd be even better just to make them ourselves, you know, from regular potatoes, but it's so convenient sometimes. But they will have salt in them some. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't an alarming amount. But I don't need all that, so I didn't put any salt on them. I just put pepper and sour cream and butter. And what else? We had peas with it, which I haven't had in a while. And that reminds me, we need green beans. We don't have any canned green beans. And we need coleslaw dressing. And we need some biscuits. I don't think canned biscuits are that great for you either. I'm going to look at them today. We may go another route with the biscuits, make them ourselves, or get the frozen ones, but I don't know if, you know, the frozen little hockey pucks. I'm going to try to find one that's a little bit less. I don't remember what it was that was bad about them. I have to look at the nutrition facts. But I know we need some green beans. We just got one can left. But the next Kitty's Corner, and I can't say when because I don't know if I'll have anything come up, you know, today. Things happen like that. But the next Kitty's Corner will have Sugar Rose, and it's a dog as our guest host. And so I know I'm going to do the preview of the review, though. And I'm not for sure about Ask My Tablet. If we get the questions, it might be late in the day or something like that, so I can't say if I'll do that or not. So the thumbnail was dinner last night. And today's question, during COVID-19, are you afraid to go see your doctor? You know, everybody needs to get a physical once a year. Because you don't know if your blood pressure's high. The only way you're going to know it is if it's super high. You know, to where it would, like I say, make you breathe, not be able to breathe good, or have severe headaches and stuff. And that would be, at that point, it would be so high, it would be almost like stroke level or heart attack level. But you could have pretty high and not even know it. That and anything, you know, they'll check you, they check you over with a complete physical pretty good. Everybody needs one once a year, but I know if you feel good, a lot of people think everything's fine, they don't go, but you never know, there might be an underlying problem. So I would suggest that. So that's a question. During COVID-19, are you afraid to go see your doctor? Ours, I don't think that, they must not be booking as many in one day as they used to, because used to, when I'd go, man, that waiting room would be full, just about. But they've got it like taped off. Like if there's 3 chairs sitting there all in one little section, they'll tape off the middle one to where you can't get in it. It just doesn't seem like there's as many people there as there used to be, you know, every time I went. But, you know, as long as you be very careful, you know, and stuff, and do all the things you need to do with hand sanitizer, masks. You might want to, you know, I've even considered maybe wearing 2 masks when I go to the doctor, just to get double the protection. So I've got a little story time here. I don't guess I've run too late yet. This is about, let me see if I've got it on the right place here. Hold on, what have I done? Hold on a minute. Okay, I'd say this was about 1974 when we were living in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. I was on a Monroeville Junior High football team. I was tall, you know, compared to a lot of the other kids, you know, but I didn't weigh a ton, you know. Well, you know what I mean. I didn't weigh a whole lot. Probably maybe 130, 40 pounds. But there was definitely a lot bigger players on our team. But we were playing a game, and I went to tackle this guy. I was a receiver, a split end, I believe, at that time, or might have been tight end. I'm not for sure. But I was a receiver, and they passed. You know, usually they didn't pass the ball much. They just ran the ball. But they tried to make a pass, and it was intercepted. The guy was running straight towards me. I was running straight towards him. I went to, you know, when you go to tackle somebody, you grab around them, you know, and you hit them with your helmet in the chest and grab them and knock them back, you know. Well, when I went to wrap him up, is what they call it, this wrist here, you know, he was running towards me, so his knee hit this wrist. You know, the other one went around. This one, he hit it with his knee, full speed. Well, I felt my hand hit here. That's how hard it hit. My hand went all the way over here, which I don't know how it didn't break my wrist, but it dislocated my wrist and my thumb. I don't know if it was a doctor or just somebody trained with medical, you know, that was there to, you know, make sure nobody if they got hurt, that they were okay and this and that. He got everything back in. He popped it or whatever, however he did. My thumb was just loose. I mean, just hanging loose, and my wrist was kind of that way too, just, you know, flopping around. At that time, I was first string, and I didn't want to quit, you know, not be able to play. So they, like I said, they got them both back in, and I just asked them if they could just tape me tape me up, and it'd give me some protection, because I was always afraid if I wasn't able to play, the second string guy may end up taking my place. What he would be playing, but I was afraid that I might lose my first string, status. And so I told him, no, I'm fine. Just, tape me up, whatever. I want to keep playing. So I did that and everything, and it was hurt for quite a while. I can't remember for sure if I had to go to the doctor, because the guy attended to me there and there wasn't much else that could be done. But what happened was we moved here after that. And what happened was, during that time, ganglion cyst grew, right? I can still see the scar, but you probably can't see it too good. The scar is right in here. Well, if y'all don't know, there's 1 million bones in this area. You wouldn't believe how many little bones are in this area. Well, that ganglion cyst grew in between two of them, or whatever, in between them right here. Not two, but there's more than that around there. Grew in between them, and they're like liquid filled, but they're hard on the outside. And when I would bend my wrist here, you could see it'd be sticking up about like that. Well, I made the football team here. I didn't pay much attention. I didn't think my wrist was that bad. I could see the place there, but it didn't really hurt that bad. But they had a big weight program here, lifting weights, much more than I had been used to. And I did really good, but it wasn't time for the season to open yet. But we were practicing and lifting weights and stuff. Well, it got to where I couldn't bench press. I bench pressed up to 250 pounds. I gained weight. I got up to like 175, and I was bench pressing, like I said, one time I could bench press 250. I was working out with somewhere around 160 pounds, which if any of y'all have ever tried it, if you're women, you might not have, but that was pretty hard to do. But what happened was, when I started doing so much, it irritated this wrist, and it got to where it was getting really painful, and it started to grow even more. And I knew I couldn't really play like that. But I ended up having an operation, where they took it out, and had like a cast on it. And I was dating Joy at that time. And I realized that, I couldn't play like that. It was too painful, and it could something even worse happen. And so I got a job at Food City. Well, first I told you I was working at Wright's Supermarket, but that was before I got hurt and it grew like that. But I was working at Food City, which y'all have all heard me talk about and seen hauls from there. So I was working there, and I wanted to make sure I had money to take Joy out. And I bought a car, the Rabbit that I wrecked, I bought. No, I didn't have the Rabbit at that time, because I wrecked it when I worked at Wright's Supermarket. I'm trying to think of what car I had then. Well, I had one. I don't even remember what kind of car it was. But yeah, I wrecked that before I started working at Food City. This is a long time ago. It's hard to remember everything. But anyway, I wanted to be able to have a car and pay, for the insurance and have money to take Joy out. So I was working, I was working there, and it just, like I said, I couldn't have played football anymore. So that just stopped my football career, which I was doing good. I was the kicker, kickoffs and punts. And I did real well at that. And by the way, my brother did the same thing, and he even went to the university here and played for them. But we were both good kickers, kickoffs and, like I said, punts and stuff. But I could have kept playing just to kick, but I just didn't see it, and I couldn't have worked the amount of hours that I was either. So I ended up quitting the team, they gave me a hard time about it because they wanted me to play. And, you know, that way I was able to go on dates with Joy and everything like that, and have some money, cash in my pocket, which I couldn't have done playing really. Not that much. I could have just worked a few hours, if that. So, but after the operation, it's never, you know, grown back or anything. You can see it, you can see the scar just barely. But that's today's story time. Another one where I got hurt, but seemed like that happened to me all the time. You know, I was so active. I played any sport and all sport. I kept playing softball after that. I didn't play baseball anymore, but I played softball for many years. And I've got hurt doing that too, quite a bit. I got a story I could tell y'all one day about that. When I was working for Coke, when we played Pepsi in softball, which was one of the biggest games of the year, and there was lots of people there for that one. But anyway, that's it for today, for story time and for morning coffee break. Hope you enjoyed it. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I feel a little bit better knowing that he said it wasn't like critical right now, and that it would take quite a while for it to really start working. So I'm not as worried. When I'm worried, it's obviously going to bring your blood pressure up anyway. So maybe it'll slowly come down between not having the salt and not worrying as much. So everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later on doing something, however it goes today. We'll see what happens. But everybody, have a great day, and God bless.